Welcome, welcome. I know. You're upset. I know that y'all are upset. Me know on the vex. I know you're all are upset. Me know on the vex. Me know it's on the upset. I know you all are upset and vexed. But Anthony is a man of God or whatever it is. But just know this. I know you are all upset. Me know the vex. The Ambrites and vex, you know. Upset and vex. Are you upset? Good evening, friends. Good evening. Are you upset with Anthony? I surmise that you are all upset. He has angered you all. I know that he may have angered you, ladies. I know, ladies, you're upset. What caused the problems? What caused these issues? What could have caused these problems that we're seeing now? Gee, I don't know. Maybe the business partner that I told him to get rid of, but they never listen to me. Nobody never listen to O'Neill at all. I know they're upset. Good evening, friends. Let's work into it. Let us work into this one today. We're just focusing on the sequence. So let's have a business discussion. Let us have this was a real nice business sequence. There's much to be learned, and we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Delightful. Let's see here.
You like?
That's amazing. That is so good. I love a good. Listen, I am a connoisseur of mac and cheese.
Yeah, mac and cheese. You gotta make it right.
You do. And it's great. Little bit on the salty side, but it's fantastic.
No.
Little bit on the salty side, but it's fantastic. A little bit on the salty side, but it's fantastic. So for the people who want to know what caused this is what caused this. Amber said the food was a little bit on the salty side. I'm going to be very fair with you. If you were in Jamaica and you were sampling something, and you know I'm using Jamaica as a reference, guys, because again, I come from a different place. I try to use a different place to reference to see if we're thinking the same way. We would have said the same thing. So I didn't see her saying nothing different. A little bit on the salty side. Nothing is wrong with that. The minute she critique the little macaroni and cheese with salt, want to swell up people's foot, basically that's what's going on. The woman planned to swell up Amber's foot. Basically, she planned to swell up Amber's foot. That's what's going on. The reason why the lady has become so heavy is because she eats so much salt. Lord gosh. Y'all know some of the repercussions of eating all that salt. The little lady want her foot to swell up. She want Amber foot to swell up, basically. Yes, I know your foot will swell up because I remember eating at a fiery crab in Louisiana. And in Louisiana, I eat at the fiery crab. It full of whole heap of salt and butter. And I felt my feet swelling in the shoes. Nothing is wrong with what Amber has said. People are eating health conscious these days. And she has said, they look at something up on the saltier side. Amber foot them look like them that want to swell up, basically.
It's not salty.
Just a tad bit. Just a little hair. You know, I just think that, you know, now that we're elevating
But this is our recipe. We've been doing this for years. This is the way we do our mac and cheese, and it's You were the first to ever say that our mac and cheese is salty.
Oh.
It's salt because she's the only person live to be able to tell us that the mac and cheese salty. Remember, she said that the people who are coming there are older people. What Miss Shana has done, she has gotten rid of most of the people that come at this restaurant. They're tired to come there because basically the people them feel them put a swell up. The old people them coming through there and them feel them put a swell up. She want to get rid of Amber. I think Shayla has paid this lady. Shayla has paid this lady to get rid of Amber with the whole heap of salt. Not more than Shayla paid this lady. Shayla has paid this lady. That's why the people them stop coming to the restaurant. Yes, mommy. The people them stop coming to the restaurant because the food's salty. The salt in our food is indicative of why people stop shop there. The mac and cheese and the salmon and cabbage isn't good. It's not good. Look on the presentation on the plate. That's correct, Paula. Look what Paula tell y'all. Look on the presentation. Wait a minute too early, Terry. Buckle up, Terry, because people don't want to do a piece of salt. Look how the fish over season. It look like it have too much stuff. Something tell me say Shayla pay this lady to do this. The old people them cannot eat all this much salt. That's correct, Paula. Not even young people. I cannot eat. Excuse me. Hello. I cannot eat that much salt. Me can't eat so much salt, so I would have complained as well. Amber has a right to be complaining. Let's keep on it.
I mean, it's not salty. It just has a little bit, just a tad too much. And I think that people these days were just so conscious about being health conscious and making sure we're not taking in too much salt. And I just want to offer our customers just...
Well, I'm not a doctor. I'm a chef.
All right. Stop right there, sir. Let me ask you the question. Was there anything, honestly guys, was there anything wrong with that critique? Don't just say yes because you're an Amber fan. Be very, very honest. Was there anything wrong with someone saying, hey, people are becoming more health conscious, you know what I mean, they don't want all that much salt? Is there something wrong with that? Because I saw some comments today. I want to know why the people have these comments as if they might eat so much salt. There ain't no way. She could not recognize Anthony. Listen to me, Charmaine, me soon get tonight. Don't worry yourself, because I like me never tell you no. Her attitude is nasty, Edna. That is correct. That's why the people cannot stay in the restaurant because the food too salty. People don't want so much. The macaroni not cheesy enough. The macaroni is not cheesy enough. Can't have too much MSG and iodized salt. Or else my food them gonna swell up. The lady almost, hold on. Give me a moment. The lady has swelled up Amber's foot. Swell up Amber's foot. Basically, Amber's feet were so swollen, she couldn't get wet at all because her feet them so swollen. Her foot them swell up basically. Basically, her foot them get swollen, extremely swollen. Just by the sight of the lady's food. Let me take off my shoes. Hold on, friends. Let me take off my shoes. Hold on. Just by the sight of the lady's thing, my foot swell up basically from looking. Let me see if I can put up my foot. My foot swell up. Yes, look on that. Just by looking at the... look there. My foot swell up just by looking at the amount of salt the woman eat. My foot them swell up just for look on the amount of salt. That's how much salt the woman having of the stuff. The food salty. That's what Amber said. What is what about salt? Too much salt. Too much salt. And she a complain. My foot them swell up just by watching the weight of salt. We don't want to see me.
Or cook.
Right. You know what?
Let's
It's
try
okay.
cabbage.
Yeah, we'll talk
Let's
about
try
that. We'll
cabbage.
talk about that later. Let's try this cabbage now. This looks fantastic.
Look there.
You like it? That's fresh cabbage.
You did that. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Amber.
Woo, that's good. Oh, it's so flavorful.
And it look like, Amber, the cabbage has gone in our stomach. It look like, say, the cabbage in our stomach makes she release gas, basically. It seemed like Amber released some gas just from the whole idea of that just now. It feel like she get some gas just so. Jesus. My God, who did that? From the cabbage make you, the cabbage, who said them love cabbage? You don't love this type of cabbage. You don't love this cabbage. This cabbage you send to the bathroom. This cabbage will send it to the bathroom. A killer food. That's why people are not coming to the restaurant. Now we know why people aren't coming to the restaurant. We know why.
Yes, okay. And we have, what is this?
This is the grilled salmon.
The grilled
And this
salmon.
is the sauce that goes on it.
Oh, no, I don't need the sauce. I kind of...
Try the sauce. You got to try the sauce.
Oh, no, I really like it dry.
It's a special sauce that it's a family recipe.
I get it. I'm just
Try
not really a sauce girl. You know,
Try the sauce. Amber, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to know you're the new owner.
Yeah,
You must know
You're
how
right.
things taste.
I'll try the sauce. Okay.
See, you like? It goes well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's a little the sauce. It's a little on the spicy side. I'm not sure if it's the sauce or the Cajun rub on there, but just a little spicy, just a little bit.
It's too spicy. It have too much pepper in it. The woman put too much pepper. Look. We always said in Jamaica, when you cook with too much pepper, it means you're not a great cook. So what you're doing is you're using pepper to hide the fact that your food does not taste good. That's what you're doing. And just in case you want to realize what's going on, this is where the issue started. I don't want to play this because this is where the problem started. Amber was critiquing the food and the woman never liked it. This is where it started. Anyways, let's now run into what's going on. Hold on. Let's see. So Anthony goes in.
I just want to say thank you for considering my feelings and considering how this happened.
Hold on. That's not the one. That's not the one I'm looking for. That's not the one either. I want more the perfect one. So the one is that Anthony decided that he's going to go in and talk to her about whatever it is. Okay? Anthony decided I'll go in there.
Like this whole restaurant just has your pulse on it.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
Do you have time to talk?
I do.
Okay. So I understand that you and Amber kind of had a little disagreement when it came to the food.
Yeah.
And number one, I want to ensure you that we're not trying to take away anything from your restaurant. We're not trying to do anything like that.
Hold on. I think I noticed something. Now me know why the woman restaurant stayed the way it stayed. Looking at the corner right there. So what is this? That look like iodized salt. See the salt that them I tell you about? That is the salt that they're talking about. Whoop, hold it. The lady cannot cook without salt. There it is, right there. Oh my gosh, O'Neill's eye. Me have the eye of an eagle. It look like I'm going to Venezuela for Maduro. It seems like I went down to Venezuela. I have the eye of an eagle. That is the iodized salt. The woman loves salt. See salt that she does the split. The thing of salt. How Anthony not pick this up? He might talk about everything else except picking up the woman and salt. Anthony's talking about everything except the mere fact that the woman have used whole heap of salt. That's the point of the matter. Amber don't care about nothing else. The point of the matter is the lady used a lot of salt and we have the evidence into play. This whole heap of salt that she has salt all over. The meat salty, the macaroni and cheese salty, the cabbage salty, everything salty. This good cop, bad cop is not going to work. Mommy, thank you very much for this. This good cop, bad cop is not going to work. Not with a failing business. Not with a failing business. You don't need no good cop, bad cop with a failing business. You need to get it together. Meridian's comment. Anton should have tasted the food himself before speaking to Mishana. Exactly. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. O'Neill, she bathed the food in her salt. That's exactly what she do. It's almost like she lived back in the dark ages when people just discovered salt. Christine Columbus of salt. She is the Christine Columbus of salt. That's what she is. The Christine Columbus of salt. She just discovered it. So apparently she had discovered now. Nobody never tell her what salt is about. She is the Christine Columbus of salt. The Christine Columbus. Anthony doesn't care if the restaurant works out now because the restaurants are tax write-off for him. That's the problem. That is the problem. So it's a facade business. The lady is the reason why the restaurant is failing. That is correct. This is why you must fire. Well, not must, but in most cases, if a business is not working, something about the owner. Anthony's goofy. Amber needs to leave him so that you can look goofy after. That's correct. He doesn't know what he's doing. He does, so he can live happily ever after. Perfect. Me too. When you buy the restaurant, give Amber if you don't want her to turn it around. Why give her what exactly? Why buy the restaurant to give it to Amber if you don't want her to turn it around? Good chefs don't use salt. They season their food with different seasonings. Thank you very much. Miss Shana wants Anthony. You know what, Karim? That's the thing. That's the thing right now. I think you're hitting it right on it. That's the thing. She thinks she's a cougar. You understand? Mountain lion.
Restaurant. We're not trying to do anything like that. In saying that, it is our restaurant now. You know.
This is a waste of time. Let me jump to the next scene because this is a waste of time. I'm going to show you what this caused. What this caused was for her to start thinking this is just a big joke. Carrie, me and you have the same thought. I think the lady wants Anthony some way, some. I don't know how.
I just want to say thank you for considering my feelings and considering how this has been hard for me because this is a family restaurant. And so to actually give it or sell it to you guys have been challenging for me. This is my passion. This is something that my family's built, you know, and to actually sell it and give it to you guys, and it's been a lot.
Yeah, change is difficult.
Absolutely. But I wanted to say thank you for considering my feelings and how I feel about it in this transition, and not just being so overbearing in the transition.
Oh, no, that's not wrong.
All right, stop right here. So not being so overbearing. She's a mountain lion. What she is, this lady is a cougar. This is a mountain lion. Shana is, she want Anthony. Shana is a cougar. A mountain lion. She is trying to get some. That's what she's trying to do. Salt we use to make ice cream in Jamaica and Jamaica O'Neill. We use salt, but not too much salt. Vanswell, who you sitting here crying, Vanswell? Vanswell, you coming here to give yourself trouble again? That's right, folks. Just like Goddess London said, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you very much. Don't play right here, sir. Don't play. Don't play. Let me read y'all's comments. You see she's sitting on top of the microwave. Exactly, it's iodized salt. She's been using all this salt. Hope for 2026 they start telling backstories like why is Anton the way he is. Hopefully them start telling the backstory, David, because we need to know why I'm so passive. And all this nonsense he's doing that make no sense. Only we use that salt to make ice cream. Okay, that's what you're saying. I know we use salt, but we don't use that much salt. Our food salty. If somebody say food salty, it's salty. Chances are it's salty. Anthony will sabotage Anthony with that business. He don't want the business. A strategy for him to say he gave Amber a business. And that's the problem. This is the problem. All she has to do is rub his precious little ego, and that makes... And that's what it is. Nanya, that's all it is. She just have to rub the ego.
At the end of the day, we're all on the same team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask you one question.
Okay.
How did you get hooked up with Amber? I mean, how did that come about? I mean, a man like yourself, you know, I just feel like you're a God-fearing man and you consider others' feelings and you're not overbearing and you're humble in your speech, and I think you're just full of wisdom. But she just seemed like she's just like of the world.
It feels like this is where he should have stopped her. Should he have stopped her right here? She is definitely on a manhunt, Goddess London. She's definitely on a manhunt. She is a mountain lion looking to see if she can score with Anthony. This is where I'm thinking she should stop her. Should he have stopped her right here? This is how she passed bright. Disgusting to tell the man about what it is and his wife overbearing. Can you imagine someone is telling you that your wife is overbearing? It's not like she and Amber had a physical altercation where I understand here in the heat of the moment. It's a critique on food. From a restaurant I paid $300,000 for. How can you be complaining? Exactly. David ain't no woman that will just get up and just come talk about my wife like this. I'm gonna put her in her place. And this is how you know that Anthony really, that's why I'm telling you, say, Amber need to leave him. The woman hate Amber. Them walking because she's a cougar. She is a cougar. How dare he make the woman talk to his wife like this? He agrees with evil speaking about his wife. Can you imagine? That's true. One thing I know is that mac and cheese don't need any salt. Me don't know what she have put salt in mac and cheese for. You can make it out of the box. Shayna is seasoned and not with her iodized salt. She knows just what to say. She knows what to say. Carrie, you're right. You are correct. No way. No woman will be talking about my wife like this. I'm going to put her in her place. You don't get the chance to speak to my wife like this, and I don't put you in a place. Exactly. That's what I should be saying, Miss T. What you mean? Ain't no way you make nobody put your wife like this. Them just put your wife down. The only thing Anthony fears about God is striking him down for lying and being deceitful. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It was out of pocket. Out of the box. Ain't no way. You know what? Keep going.
More so.
I don't even.
And I don't mean to overstep my boundaries. I don't mean to. I'm just sharing with you because I feel like you opened up to me and you was very sincere in our previous conversation. So I just want to just make sure that just trying to see how this is going to mesh together, how this is going to blend together.
Wow, how do I answer that? That woman out there, my wife, I put her through a lot. I did. I used to think that I was the man that you described, you know. I felt like that, and then
This did not please me. His explanation did not move me. Did the explanation move you? Maybe it's just me alone, but it never moved me. Did Anthony's explanation move you? Did Anthony's explanation move you? His explanation did not move me. Ain't no way you're going to look at me and tell me that my wife overbearing and you're not having issues with her right now. In other words, it is not a physical altercation. She has critiqued something for you, and your remark is that you're overbearing, and I'm just going to just be, oh yeah, sure, oh wow, what? No, I'm gonna light you up. Ain't no way. Read y'all's comment. I believe she was testing to see how strong their union actually was. She wanted to see if he would take up for his wife, and since he did not, she will continue to full throttle. That's correct. That is correct. Because people test you. They want to see what them can get over with. She overstepped, and Anthony should have put her in her place, and he didn't. What did he do was carry this spirit home with him and started ridiculing his wife. That's what he did. This woman is not of God. When a man don't defend his wife's honor, is a sign for a marriage disaster. Amber need to reach out to Brittany and serve up divorce papers. Are you convinced that they now need a divorce? That's the question. Because a long time now we're talking about this, and people say them don't convince. So let me ask you now, are you convinced? Let me take a poll right now. Are you now convinced that they need a divorce? That's the question. Let me ask you all this question. Are you now convinced they need a divorce? I was saying this. I've been saying to people, they need a divorce. They are not equally yoked. This is not a man that love his wife. Because even when it is so simple for him to do something, he does nothing. This was too simple. I could understand if Amber got into an altercation and is she wrong? Fine, me get that. This was not an altercation. This is business. Nanya, I've been convinced, but you have some people who say, no, O'Neill, whatever it is, and them give me all sorts of things. They have given us all sorts of reasons. Look in the chat. Look in the chat. 82% is where we are. I'm telling you, you have people who still not believe them need to get a divorce. He was supposed to stop her away. He was supposed to stop her. Right away, Amber just need to watch her and put her in her place. He was supposed to stop the woman and him don't stop her. Them need a divorce. Honestly, ain't no way. Anthony has shown that he's not able to defend this woman. He's not. I'm always convinced that they need a divorce. But as Team Amber, I was just riding with her. Well, Charmaine, I'm glad you realize now what's going on. No. I don't think this is whatever it is. To be a great king and to every great woman is a queen. Treat her right. Exactly. Ain't no way. Business and base don't mix. Exactly. In a match, it doesn't matter in a mix. I cannot see why anybody want to stay with Anthony. The man is a chameleon. The man switches for the moment. And by the way, I would not use his method. I understand his sandwich technique that he's using, But when the woman start passing her place, you have to shut that down right away. You have to stamp out every ember before they become ablaze. And then say again, he came home acting like a hypocrite. He's such a narcissist jerk. But he mark holy. Don't worry. We got it. We got it right here, so food. I have all right here, so I'm going to go through the sequence, little by little for y'all. I'm going to go through the sequence. They posted a lot of videos today. So bear with me. This was the moment him get a chance to do something about this. This woman did all of this. He got a chance to do something about it. Him never do anything about it. How can you allow somebody to treat your wife so? Amber always have to defend herself. She always.
Yeah,
everything good?
Definitely
Yes,
very
very good.
productive. I just told Miss Shauna that we are not here to take away anything.
Right.
We are here
Thank you
to
so much.
add. No problem. We're here to add
Thank you so much.
to this beautiful, already beautiful establishment, and we're just here to elevate.
Elevate.
And sometimes we're gonna have. I don't even call them disagreements. We're gonna have critiques
Absolutely.
that we don't see eye to eye on, and that just comes with business.
Right.
But we
Absolutely.
all have a common goal just to see this place prosper.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. And Ms. Shauna, I did not mean to offend you.
Listen to this. Because even though Amber said, all right, you know what? It seemed like I feel offended. Let me see exactly if I can clean it up. She even tried to clean it up. That's what I think. Look about it. And I said, okay, you know what, O'Neill? She's trying to clean it up. Let's see if it works.
In any way.
I accept your apology.
Yes, I do apologize. And I understand what it's like to fear and feel like somebody's taking something from you, because I have definitely had that feeling and have gone through that. And that's not what I'm here to do. I am here to just help elevate this place and help to give you what you're looking for and make you happy and to make the world happy at the same time. That's
And this is exactly where I said, no, Amber, you're not there to give Trishana nothing. You're not there to give her anything. You're there to run your restaurant. That's why you have to get people out. This is why when you get a new place, chances are you have to get rid of the leader. You have to. Amber hire Ezra, the cook. Phil, social entertainment, flawless customer service. Amber knows that he don't need to set up for. So when he does, okay, I didn't get that one. Hold on, let me see what I said. Gotcha. Amber knows that he does not step up for her. So when he does, she's over the moon. It's business. I love what Amber is saying. It's business. Kountry Wayne is doing a good job leading people away from the marriage. It's business. It's possible that Amber doesn't realize who her husband is. Anthony responds to women who see him as their hero. Amber don't see him like that. Well, I don't think so. I think she sees him as a hero, but his ego gets stroked very big very quickly. I don't think so. I think that his ego is easily stroked. Anthony's ego is easily stroked. That's the problem. It's not that Amber don't stroke his ego, because she does. She does try to stroke his ego, but it just easily stroked. So anybody can stroke it. The eyelashes are definitely not for everyone, as David said. The whole heap of bush. Eh? With the wing bat. David says that the eyelashes are not for everyone. The woman have on 2 big pieces of bat. She has on 2 bats. The big old wing bat pan her eye, them there so. Bat eyelashes. See if we can bring her down in the frame. Just like that. Not for everyone. These wingbat eyelashes are not for everyone. Please. Please, friends. She out of pocket. She is definitely out of pocket for sure. The wingbat eyelash when she come and put on here, so now work. Eh?
That's where I think we kind of have a little problem because, the world is, that's why we have what we have now, because the world is the world, but we don't put God into whatever we do. And I think this partnership has to have God in it. And we can't do anything apart from that. So I hear what you're saying about the world. And there's a scripture says, be in the world, but not of the world. So that's something I think you need to grasp hold of. You can be in the world, but don't be of the world.
Well, I definitely.
All of this is nonsense. Anthony has stood there. She disrespect his wife in a public and she disrespect his wife behind closed doors. He has done nothing. I think that will make me more. It's like I'm shocked. I am appalled. I am appalled. She disrespect Amber in a private and she comes out into the public and disrespected his wife again. And he has done nothing. Wingbat eyelashes and all. A fly, me think she down fly out of the place. Anything to put Amber down, Anthony, but Amber will run in the fire for Anthony. It is so sad that Amber doesn't get a break. It is sad. It is sad that Amber doesn't realize that this is not the man for her. Anthony is not the man for her, friends. He's not. I've been saying this. I have been saying this. Why say you want to go into business with a partner but don't let her run it? This is sad. It is sad. I've been saying it. I've been telling y'all. This is how she feels about her. She feels like say Amber is a little girl out there. She has no respect for the man's wife. She think the man's wife flighty. Your business is failing because you don't know the world. And you don't have the world coming into your establishment. Have several seats. Thank you very much. Lamb chops. Which puppet that name lamb chops? Which puppet name? You know, it's out of pocket. Look up lamb chops. The blood so scared. Somebody please tell lamb chops to come down. Please tell lamb chops to come down, because apparently Live Love Laugh has found the epitome of this woman. Wanna tell lamb chops, because apparently she look like lamb chops for true. Somebody come get lamb chops out of the place. She does look like lamb chops. No man, she favor lamb chops. How let the box go? Who did this? Which one on do this? Live Love Laugh. This Live Love Laugh. This is not funny. This is not funny. Live Love Laugh. Me nah laugh. Me nah laugh. Live Love Laugh. Me nah laugh. This is out of pocket. Extremely out of pocket. No way. The place are erupt right now. Somebody come get lamb chops, please. Come get lamb chops. Because ain't no way. No. How dare her? How dare her? Listen to me. If this lady was such a businesswoman, then she would not have needed any business investment from anybody else. She favor lamb chops are true. All crusty barnacle menu that is full of high blood pressure for mess up people and not talk about world, eh? With our twin belly self. She need to stop it with the foolishness. Nobody come with the foolishness. Yes, Elise, I'm laughing because I'm not sure if it looks like. Let me look at it one more time again because let me see if because them have to look like she look like lamb chops. I'm with the box covers. The can't really say she look like lamb chops. Let me zoom it up. Let me zoom it up. What is that so? Tag me out there, tag me out there. Lord God. The good old wingbat, eh? Wingbat. Anthony has not defended his wife, and it's so sad that he has not defended his wife, and that I'm upset about more than anything else. The fact that I'm not defending his wife. That's what I'm sad about. Where's the truth to love? Give me one moment. Female boss energy does not influence Anthony Dalton. If Amber wants this relationship to work, she must understand who Anthony is and manage things from that point. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's why I'm tell her say him need to get her off right now. She need to just pass over the rest. Him need to get the restaurant by herself. She needs to get the restaurant by herself. Mommy, thank you for the super chat. Amber needs this restaurant by herself. She does not need Anthony's assistance. She doesn't. The lady wants Anthony. She was trying to cause problems in their marriage, not knowing that they already have problems. Anthony let the devil attack his wife yet again, and he went home and attacked her some more. I agree with this. He does not stand by her. He does not stand by her. This lady wants Anthony. She wants to get in with Anthony.
As the scripture says, be in the world, but not of the world. So that's something I think you need to grasp hold of. You know, you can be in the world, but don't be of the world.
Well, I definitely know my word. I am a woman of God as well.
You need to live it.
Okay, so what I was saying
is extremely shady. But let me leave it right there. So let's jump ahead because I wanted to. There's so many skits. So let me just jump ahead. Okay. They leave the restaurant. They go home. True to love, me see a comment, true to love. You are correct. I believe it's the truth to love. They go home. Amber has these wonderful ideas for this bar. And by the way, Anthony should listen to Amber because the truth is the only reason why Bar 44 came back up was because of Amber. Remember, based on the storyline. Remember that Bar 44 got better because of Amber. Amber is one of the reasons for Bar 44 success. Remember that. Amber is a big reason for Bar 44 success. Remember that, friends. Don't forget that. Remember that. We know this part that Amber one of the big reasons. Let me go jump into this.
Use the Instagram views. And then we gotta get, I don't know, not Wayne, but some kind of celebrity, somebody in there to come in and promote the restaurant.
Listen to that line with Wayne because it's going to be very vital. Somewhere, somehow, this Wayne line is going to come up again. It's the most annoying thing ever in the Kountry Wayne series. Personally, I'm now starting to get annoyed. One moment here, friends. Let me get I'm starting to get annoyed of the Wayne line. I don't know if it's just me, but I've started to get very annoyed of the Wayne line. I'm tired right now. Me no tired right line. Listen to the Wayne line because it's going to be very important. Make sure say your cue up as to what she says. Listen to the Wayne line. All right, let me play it again because the Wayne line is going to be very important when we start talking about the main story.
Use the Instagram views. And then we gotta get, I don't know, not Wayne, but some kind of celebrity, somebody in there to come in and promote the restaurant for us. Oh, you know what? We should do hookah. We should offer hookah, have a whole nice, classy menu. So when they sit down, they can have the cocktail menu and the hookah menu. That right there, because you know Atlanta's, we love hookah and Lansing people.
Babe, well, hookah?
Yeah, hookah.
I mean, it's a restaurant. There's a bunch of restaurants that do hookah. You don't want to be something different. I mean, we're already selling.
No, that's
food.
the thing. Why, if it ain't fit, I can't talk. Lord, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but don't you think that's like low-hanging fruit? Like everybody does that. Don't you want to stand out?
Yes, we stand out by having an elevated menu, cocktails, hookah, and Miss Shauna's food. You know, that's great and all, but we got to have something that appeases to the world. You know, Shauna, that's her family recipe, and that's great. But people don't want to buy into family stuff. They want to buy into what the world likes.
All right, hold on, because they're going to come up with this world thing, right? And let me ask you the question. Because all of a sudden, them bring up this God thing for us to argue, right? Doesn't all business sell to the world? I didn't know that some business sell to Christians and then some sells to other things. I didn't know that. I did not know this. But apparently based on what Anthony's talking about, business sell to different things. Let me read y'all's comments. Bringing Coco, she can roast Shayna on a slide. Like she did with Shayla. Maybe she does. Anthony just be a silent partner and allow Amber to work and do her thing. That's what I told you Anthony's good at. He's not good at these portions of business. Remember we discussed this before and I told you that Anthony is not good at this. He's not. He loves anyone who praises him. He's unworthy of Amber. Let him work with the failing farmer owner and still have no customers or employees. Exactly. Might as well. People go to restaurant for the atmosphere and the menu. Amber is right. Soul food restaurants are closing left, right, and center because they aren't evolving with the times. That is correct. Business is of the world. You're selling to the world. So to exclude people because of their preferences or whatever it is don't make sense. Amber need to leave Anthony. Anthony, he can't get karma. So him can't get karma. The only reason why he hasn't gotten any karma is because she won't let him go. Anthony's karma is spilling onto Amber. She needs to leave him. That's correct. That's true. I agree with that. Your product must be attractive to the world. I didn't know that you're making, things just for one set of people. It didn't make sense to me. Lucifer himself, somebody said Anthony and Lucifer himself. Anthony is small in every way. She brought Wayne in because she knows she can get the job done. Amber talking about club atmosphere, not a restaurant. She wants to create an ambience, Vanswell, and you have to create an ambience. It's a failing restaurant. Thank you very much for this, Terry, because I think some Christian people forget. Christians live in the world. I based on what Anthony is talking about, it sounds like we live in two different worlds. It sounds like there's a world somewhere else, and then there's this world. Well, if you don't want there, you just leave. You don't have to stay. If you don't want to be in this world, just leave. since him and Miss Shana don't want to be here, then just walk off of one building. If you don't really want to be here, walk off. Since you think that you don't want to be of this world, because this is still a world, if you don't want to here, walk off. The receipts are 85 years old. Them belong in a... Hold it right there, so. Does Miss Shana recipes belong in a museum? Charmian say the recipe them all. That's what Charmian say, them belong in a museum. Them a come from dinosaur age. Do they belong in a museum? That's basically what's going on. They belong upon like an art gallery. One of those time portals. He's going to get booed. Must be attractive to your target audience. Thought it was a family restaurant. Well, obviously families aren't coming there. So the deal is this. MC, the problem is this. The restaurant is not making any money. You have asked me to take this restaurant over. I've paid for it. You don't need to tell me how to run it. That's the problem. Clearly, it doesn't work. Trapstar, thank you for the super chat. They should bring in a small group of family and friends to do a taste test and recommendations to get more opinions, like all restaurants do to grow. Exactly. Thank you very much for this, Trapstar. Yes. Nobody not taste the food. No one wants the food. That's a problem. Shayna is a Christian. Woman talking badly about this man's wife. She's a piece of work. Exactly. O'Neal, this deal was doomed from the start. They never established the clientele, nor the mentality of their partner. Crooked deal with the devil. She crooked. She is crooked. All Amber was going to be was one of Wayne's throwaways in his heart, in his hair, like Sarah and Erica. Yeah, but we're not talking about that right now. Anthony is the last person to be quoting scriptures when he was just behind him, this partner back of steel deals. You know what I'm saying? Them crazy. Imagine, Terry, you're so correct. Anthony should be the last person quoting scriptures. The last person to quote scripture.
No.
Baby, maybe the world isn't what you need.
I'm not saying that's what I need. We need to give the world what they need. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, you've chased the world, and it hasn't really worked out for you that great.
What if I chase the world, Anthony? I'm talking about our business.
I understand that.
She's chased the world, and it hasn't worked out all that great. The amount of chasing Anthony do, this is terrible. This is terrible. I did not see any seasoning, just salt. The only one who built up physical business from scratch is Amber. Anthony needs to step back and let the woman do her thing. That's correct. I'm wondering, why did this deal so quickly? Did he think that Wayne and Rolanda were going to come back and get the restaurant? What is his urgency? In doing it because of Amber. Anthony has violated the golden rule of business, working with a spouse, and that's not putting emotion into the business. A pure emotion them having in the business. This is an emotional thing. They needed a taste test before signing the deal. Correct. They should have. People keep saying that, and I agree with y'all. The people who say them need to taste test, I agree with y'all. Wow. The irony of this all to do contradict her, because the Christians are not even coming to the restaurant. That's the deal. That's the contradiction of all of this. They must say, It needed for Christians. And the Christian them now come there. Clearly nobody there in the restaurant now. You know what? Go through.
But you're catering to the world instead of being original and catering to the kingdom instead of the world. The world is going to be, it can be manipulative. It can take you off your path, but I think that you need to be worried about the kingdom. Stop chasing the world.
Stop chasing the world. When I was chasing Shayla's pum pum, things was getting out of hand. And I was getting things done. Basically, that's what's going on. All of a sudden, Anthony become pastor. All of a sudden, Anthony become pastor, telling people them to stop chasing the world. When Anthony was just out there chasing Sheila Pum Pum, couple, whatever it is. Where was all this godliness? Where was this godliness from Anthony? What is he talking about? Yes. The kingdom of Sheila's foot has been opened wide and entereth me into the kingdom. Deep and wide. There is a pum pum flowing deep and wide and deep. I have been dipped up in a Sheila's pum pum. Born again, I have been raised up. And I'm ready to preach on the word now to Amber. When Sheila, I was praying, sitting down into the anteroom, sitting in our anteroom, thinking how I'm going to use my broom. And then I swept and I swept. And then I slept and then I slept. Then deep and wide. Wide and deep. That's how I went in. You see it. This is what's been going on, Pastor Anthony. This is what, when Moses, listen to me. We don't know what kingdom Anthony is talking about. What kingdom is Anthony talking about? Which kingdom? Which kingdom is Anthony talking about? Because it's not God's kingdom. Which kingdom? Eh? Which kingdom? Which kingdom Anthony talking about? If I was Amber, I would have walked away from the restaurant and let it fail, since him and Shayna knows how to run a successful business. The problem, is true to love, is that this is something she loves to do. She likes to start businesses. The woman loves business. So it will be tough. The kingdom of God will open the floodgates to the customers. Yes, Lord. All they need is a pillar of salt in a Anthony should be ashamed of himself. He knows he definitely have the world. Of all the persons in the world to tell people about the kingdom. Which kingdom? Which kingdom Anthony are talking about? Which kingdom? Amber needs to come with a new attitude and tell Anthony to take her off at the restaurant And moving forward, him and Shayna run it because let him know that she's going to get her own business. That's what she needs to do. She needs her own business. You cannot trust this man. Vanswell, what you talk about? I can't Anthony talk about Vanswell. Which kingdom? The kingdoms of Shayla has been open wide. She has Iman on her side. Mike has run in. Arby has come out. Anthony no. Possibly I use him. Hold on, somebody, hold on. Lord God. Anyways, you know what? Vanswell, please give it up because we don't know what I talk about. This woman is as wrong as anything else. But you know what? Let's get the last video because that's why, now that you've seen the context, now that you, please put Vanswell in a timeout. Please. Now that you've seen the context of the storyline, let's get into Amber coming back. And by the way, I loved that she came back to speak to him. She never made it fester. She never held on to any negative feelings. No. She decided she's going to deal with this. No. I love this. I love this because for the first time, she's starting to express herself. And O'Neal love one thing about O'Neal. He loves when a woman expresses herself. Don't just go in a little corner and don't state exactly what's bothering you. State what's bothering you. But all right, let's work into it. Shayna soon turned to a pillar of salt because she cooked with the whole heap of salt. The woman, Amber foot almost swell up.
See, I've been trying to let it go, but I can't. So tell me, Anthony, what do you mean by I want the world, but the world doesn't want me?
I love this. I love this. She didn't come in swinging. She never came in screaming. She came in very, very sharp. Very, very sharp. To the point. Very serious, but at the same time, elaborate enough so that he can understand what she's saying. This is proper communication. There isn't an extensive amount of emotions behind what she's saying, more than she now wants to understand. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Forget it.
No.
It doesn't matter, Amber.
No, it matters. It matters because you said it. So it matters. Tell me. You got something on your mind? Something you want to say?
Okay. I pretty much said it. You care about the world and everything that comes with it. The way you dress, the way you move, it's for the world. How many times does the world have to show you that he don't want you?
Okay. So let's work this out. Anthony is saying this. How many times has Anthony gone to the same world he's talking about? He might try to use religious context on Amber. But this is not a saved man. This is not a man who does things any other way. This is the same man that had the keys to some other woman's house. This is the same man that just weeks ago he was with him babe mother. But all of a sudden now him saved and sanctified. All of a sudden he's saved and sanctified. And now him want to come preach sermon.
And then you bringing up, hookah and all this stuff. Wayne coming to the restaurant? For what?
What did she say about Wayne? What did she say about Wayne? What did she say about Wayne? Let's get into it. What she said? What she say about Wayne? What did she say about Wayne? What did she say about Wayne? Please advise me. She never said nothing about Wayne coming to the restaurant. She says to get another celebrity to come to the restaurant. She said get a celebrity like Wayne to come to the restaurant. Not Wayne, a celebrity like Wayne. She used Wayne as a reference, which she's allowed to do. A celebrity, not Wayne. In other words, another celebrity. Get another celebrity to come to the restaurant because that's how restaurant work. Anyways, you're in the age of the internet. People want to see something that other people are going to. That's just the world that you're in. You need some form of marketing. Another celebrity. She never said Wayne. She said get another celebrity. I told her this was going to be important. And I'm going to tell you it's important. But Vanswell, just for you, Vanswell. Because I know you know. I know you love come here with an Amber hate. I want to know so only have a receipt for you. Don't worry yourself.
To do hookah. You don't want to be something different. I mean, we're already selling.
No, that's
food.
the thing. Why, if it ain't fit, I can't talk. Lord, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but don't you think that's like,
And
babe, well, hookah?
you sit down, they can have the cocktail menu and the hookah menu. That right there, because you know Atlanta's, we love hookah in Lansing.
Babe, well, hookah?
Yeah, hookah. Why, if it ain't fit?
And don't you want to stand out?
Yes, we stand out by having an elevated menu, cocktails, hookah, and Miss Shauna's food. You know, that's great and all, but we got to have something that appeases to the world. You know, Shauna, that's her family recipe, and that's great. But people don't want to buy into family stuff. They want to buy into what the world likes, you know?
Baby,
Let me find it.
I'm just saying.
To give the world what they need.
Path, but
Than you've been. However, I'm talking about our restaurant for the kingdom. I think I might be you saying I use the Instagram views. And then we gotta get, I don't know, not Wayne, but some kind of celebrity, somebody in there to come in and promote the restaurant for us.
There it is. And then we've got to get, I don't know, not Wayne, a celebrity. It was just used as a point of reference. That's what the woman used it for. A point of reference. Make sure me tell yourself, make sure so you have this, you know. Because what we want to make sure is that when we start talk about this, we not talk about it properly. Anyways, run on. Let's keep running.
for what?
Anthony, I said he does not have to come to the restaurant.
But you still mentioned him. The world don't want you, and Wayne don't want you. And here I am, being a husband, giving you my last name.
This was a slap in the face. I'm going to be very honest, ladies. This was a slap in the face. He never had to go here. This was never about Wayne. This now is about Anthony. Just imagine if she was to use the Sheila line every time, and she could use it. The funny thing is, she really barely uses the Sheila line. She barely uses it. That's the funny thing. Anthony used the Wayne line more than Amber used the Sheila line. That's the funny thing, you know. The funny thing is the woman actually used the Sheila line less. Anthony uses the Wayne line more than Amber does about Sheila. That's a funny thing. Can you imagine the two of them have something and the woman have more control over her mouth than this man? I'm just saying. It's a slapping in the face. May I tell you about why if she going to do nothing about it?
Letting you know that you are my world. Yet you keep going out to the world, looking for acceptance from the world. You see Wayne, you see the red carpets, you see the comedy specials, you see all of that attention that the world
has given. When I was dipping in, and I was dipping up, and I was living in, and I was living up. When Shayla was giving it up, I was in the world. This is not so long ago. But Amber, because you're so slow, I'm gonna let you know. I'm going to pour out the rain, the wind, and the snow. Yes, somebody. Let me talk to somebody. Pastor Anthony. All of a sudden, Anthony done pastor. Anthony Farrakhan. Anthony Farrakhan. Almost Anthony Farrakhan. All of a sudden, Pastor Blair. Anthony's world to camouflage what he really means is Wayne didn't want you. That's what it is. Wayne, him have to bring up Wayne because the Wayne name. Even though Wayne is a business partner. Let me talk to somebody. When me dip up underneath. It's crazy. It's crazy. But he had a whole baby. He's describing a bottom feed, a baby mother. That's what he's describing. But he likes the world and the baby by the world. Make this make sense. She said she would use Wayne. Then would have find somebody else. But if he use it, she talking about having entertainment in the facility. It was a slap in the face. She said we didn't even have to use Wayne. Just get another celebrity. But still Aunt ran the Wayne thing in the morning to get PR and run private business. Exactly. Anthony is Amber's biggest threat. May I tell you right now. Exactly. Just like Anthony turned on Amber just like that. She should know by now that Anthony does not care. Anthony is Amber's biggest threat. Let me tell you this right now. It's different, Old crooked pastor. Crooked pastor. Anthony is Amber's biggest threat. This is what is sad about this. Your husband is your biggest threat. Him you have to worry about the most because he might just pull some stunt. The biggest threat to both of them is Anthony. This is what is sad about all of this. And I tried to say this a long time ago, but people say, no, only give them a chance. No, I can't give them no more chance, no. He don't love the woman. Him treat the woman like a boy, him treat the woman terrible. She have more business sense than him. Let's get into it.
gives him.
What is wrong with you? Huh? Do you have to bring up Wayne over every situation, Anthony? I'm talking about a restaurant and you want to sit here and bring up Wayne. Dang! Like, you know what's so crazy? See, you keep talking about, I want the world. No, Anthony, I think it's you. I think you want the world.
Listen to when she hit him right there, so. Listen to how she hits him right here, because I feel like this was indicative. She needed to hit him right here, so.
See, you love how famous Kountry Wayne is. You love all his riches. You like his lifestyle. And that's why you continue to be friends with him.
I do
that's
business
why
with Wayne.
That's why you continue to do business and you keep with him. Let me ask you a question. Huh? If I'm not saying what's true, why are you not friends with Dalen like you used to be? Huh? You're so willing to forgive Wayne, but you can't even forgive your best friend, Anthony. You can't even forgive your wife. But it's okay with Wayne, huh?
And that is the thing. That is the thing. This is the thing right here. So she has called it this or no. She's in her element. She has called it 100%. This man is not able to forgive even his best friend Dalen. Not enough. Can him not forgive him enough. Him run Dalen from him yard. Look at most them throw stale people from Dalen. Eh? Look at most. They almost threw stale urine on Dalen. Anthony was trying to throw stale urine on Dalen. He tell Dalen to come back in the yard. Him said Dalen must not come back to him house. But he is a fanboy. Where is Vanswell? Hasn't Amber forgiven Shayla enough, Vanswell? The woman a keep the woman picnic. Where's the lack of... You tell me, how hasn't she forgiven Shayla? She's doing something that most of us would never have done. She is watching and babysitting a child that her best friend had on her, who is now the mistress. I asked the woman to forgive her. Vanswell, you don't say you want some salt, Vanswell. I feel like I need some salt. But this was very loud and clear. She did punch. This is what I want from her. I have to give her 10 out of 10 for this night. Amber gets 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 she get right there. So she get 10 out of 10 right there. This is the first time me hear her stand up.
I'm so sick of hearing you use this same narrative of Wayne and the world and all this. Anthony, you know what's crazy? You want to sit here and talk about the kingdom. Reverend Dalton wants to talk about the kingdom.
Reverend Dalton want to talk about the kingdom. Time and time has changed. Things get a little bit strange. Ladies. Shayla is about to have the babies. She's going to do something strange for a little piece of change. I'm about to make Shayla holler for a single dollar. Yes, yay. Reverend Dalton, at your service. Reverend Dalty, something strange for a little piece of change. Let them holler for a dollar. Let them toot for the loot. You might just lose your shoes. Don't watch yourself no blues. If you lose, you snooze. If you snooze, you lose. Watch out right now because I might just flooze. Reverend Dalton. want to get Shayla doing something strange for a little piece of change. Listen to me tonight. Don't look back, you will turn in assault. But when we look back, what we saw was Shayla's butt pads. The butt pads made me wanted to get back in. I wanted to swing the engine. Him and did a block. Him same have the thing lock. Delisa is taking stock. Reverend Dalton want put her on the...
I'm so sick of hearing you use this same narrative of Wayne and the world and all this. Anthony, you know what's crazy? You want to sit here and talk about the kingdom. Reverend Dalton wants to talk about the kingdom, but the kingdom is what kept us together. Huh? The kingdom is what kept us together and why we are still here to this day, Anthony. But you want to bring up Wayne. Everything that I do, you want to bring up Wayne. And I am just talking about a restaurant and trying to bring money into our household.
Look on the boy face. Aaron Mark, thank you very much for the super chat. Friends, I'm not saying it. The aunt is threatened by a famous man. Steen finding out on Rowan angered him. That's why he wanted to start drama with PR. Aunt hates Wayne, Iman, and Rowan. He doesn't like these men that are superstars. Him probably not like me neither. Because I've had my stint. And if you look for when there's something quint, that is what is going on. The fanboy not like certain things. Wow! That is right, Aaron Max say. Him not like people with a star. Him want one girl for driving him car. Him say a Shayla of him. Shayla. Wow! Whoa! Aaron Mark. So like a people are scam artist and God.
See, Wayne was a time in my life that was before I said I do.
Wayne was for a time when she used to climb on that particular vine. But now she thinking Anthony is supposed to be forever. But him a go on like same clever. Then him sleep with Shayla because him devil in need to break. And so him seed. If you look on it, Shayla can't really write or read. But you know how on he'll stay.
Into our household. God. See, Wayne was a time in my life that was before I said I do. You, Anthony, who I chose to be my husband because I didn't look at Wayne as a husband, is a lifetime.
We say me a star. Vanswell, you say Vanswell, me a star? Vanswell say, O'Neal is a star. No? Can you imagine Vanswell is saying O'Neal is not a star? Vanswell, I would have you know that I am a star. Friends, this is where it ended up. The Reverend Anthony, it never worked out too well. Vanswell, me know you play with your boy in a Vanswell. Me explain something to you, Vanswell. Me show you something, Vanswell. Don't go around me thing, Vanswell. Me know you go around me thing. You see this, Vanswell? I don't want you to go around me thing, Vanswell. Me know you play no games when you see me thing. Vanswell, more you pay attention on your screen. I don't want you to play with O'Neal thing. I don't want you to play games with O'Neal thing. Me know you play games. Where you see this of Vanswell? If me say me a star, me a star. If O'Neal say him a star, Vanswell, no come run no joke. Don't run no joke with O'Neal thing. Vanswell, don't play no games. You see this? You see this, Vanswell? Don't play no games. Me a star. Not true. You see me a easy. Where you see whose name is this? Don't play with it, Vanswell. Don't make me have to raise. Don't make me bother. Don't make me raise. Don't allow me to raise the accolades. Me not like do it. I don't like doing it. But Vanswell, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't. Friends, I love this episode because I think it was the first time I saw Amber really get into Anthony. Me can give her 100 for this that she did. Amber got in that you know what. She get in and she step in his neck. Me love it. You don't need to worry about it. Put me in us in the pictures. Vanswell, no bother with it, Vanswell, please. Vanswell, no bother with it. You know what, Vanswell? Me know I'm getting that with you because me not have time to start. Don't show different things. I am happy. This is what it is. You're gonna learn today. I'm happy that Amber finally tells him off. She finally tell him off. She finally she sink her teeth into it and tell him what a sorry excuse of a person he is. Correlator, where you want to do? Watch it. Me did small correlator, man. You can't. You where you want to show me up? So, alright, fine. I'm going to put it up for you. Shattered image. That's the name of it, correlator. Shattered image. I love it. I loved it. She did what I wanted her to do. I feel proud. I'm extremely proud. I'm very, very proud of Amber today. Today is my proudest moment for her. Were you proud? Of Amber. Thank you very much, Fresh Boy. Thank you very much. Because of the one going right now, eh? Reverend Dalton. Reverend Dalton. Dead in a bad pan. Hold on, let me bring out the violin for this sorry little face. Let me carry out my violin for his sorry face. Shamin, where's the Shamin? Shamin, where's it? Which one of them, Shamin? Which one of them, Angela Atkins, which one of them am I reading? If it wasn't for the kingdom and her falling on her knees and praying to God, she'd be broke because she was trying to take everything in that divorce. It was the kingdom that helped her to forgive him. Exactly. And now he might use all of this. I don't want to do this, Evangelist. Evangelist, just if you know, say, just don't go around your boy. Your boy think different. I'm just easing Vanswell. I'm relaxing. I'm trying not to do this. Come, just love it. For $1 a day, you can rescue Anthony. Dial 1-800-SAVE-ANTHONY. For $1 a day, you can help Anthony get some ego back. Please call. Dial the number right now on your screen. Just $1. Please help Anthony get his manhood back. That is 1-800-MANHOOD. That is 1-800-MANHOOD. The call is free. The time is free. Please dial. Boy, sound like soft serve ice cream. 1-800 soft serve. 1-800 soft serve. Boy, soft like ice cream. The boy soft like ice cream. Make the mountain lion tell him to do all sorts of different things. Ice cream. This is how soft Anthony is. The way him soft, like soft serve ice cream. This is how soft him was. This is how soft he was, like a serving a soft serve ice cream. Nobody is softer than Anthony right now. This is how soft he was. Woman tell him about where the kingdom want and where kingdom don't want, eh? Make the woman trick him. Hold on. Let me see where it is. Angela Atkinson says that Anthony is a weak, him is a punk. And him need him to stroke him ego to feel like he's a real man. He is a punk. Anthony will love that attention. Exactly. That Ernestine gave Rowan. He wish he was getting him the attention. He wish he was famous. Anthony wishes he was famous. Anthony forgets that Coco told him about Amber and what God would do. He wishes. Wish. Every time Amber said Wayne's name, Anthony asks, skip a beat. Me can't see what like him. It's like him love man. He must love man if you ask. Anthony Abim like him love man. Every time the woman call the man name, him skin catch on fire. I don't know warm to him. Lord gosh. All right, no worries. Well, friends, I'm gonna call today. We'll take a break. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I love y'all. Thank y'all very much for hanging out. I think this was wonderful. We finally get this little girl standing up. I appreciate it. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.